Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Zooming in on the female psychopath and how they victimize. You can call them a female narcissist as well, a female overt narcissist, because generally the female psychopath is extremely outgoing, impulsive, sexually promiscuous, ferocious, and using these tools to her advantage. And generally, when that's combined with the ability to lie without remorse, the ability to really not have control over one's impulses, it leads to a lot of perversion and perverse behavior. Perverse meaning deviant, not normal. This is generally a negative, a negative connotation. This is not a positive. And a lot of those who become victimized don't realize that it has a negative connotation. Oftentimes, the men who are lured into the predatory nature. Predatory. So if we think prey, okay, like a lion going for a gazelle, is that gazelle going to be left walking at the end of the, what am I looking for? Is the gazelle? So if the prey is pouncing on the gazelle, is the gazelle going to walk away with its head held high and unmaimed? I think that's the word I'm looking for, unmaimed. When there's a predatory prey relationship, just like a falcon, just like an eagle, birds of prey, they are predatory in nature. The female psychopath is predatory in nature, meaning they are looking to use, abuse, violate, manipulate, period, end of story. Hard to fathom. It is absolutely positively very difficult to fathom, especially if you're a person with heart, a person with a lot of empathy, such as myself, someone with compassion, someone who's sensitive, someone who's emotional, someone who likes stories like Gone with the Wind, doesn't like to see towns destroyed by hurricanes and tornadoes, doesn't like to see people, innocent people injured, hurt. We consider oftentimes that the rest of humanity sees the world like we do. And I've heard it related to me from a psychopath saying that, not everyone sees the world the same way you do. So you have to really understand and open your mind that a female psychopath is a predator. They're termed by Dr. Robert Hare as an interspecies predator, which seems very counterproductive from a creation standpoint. However, we have to be aware of this deficit within these types of people and how they use it and exploit it to their advantage. In fact, the female psychopath is very well aware of her predatory skills and uses these to her advantage without really much hiding them. In fact, a lot of people perceive them as being strong, envious of them for their character, their high energy, their stamina, their high sexual promiscuity, the fact that they're daredevils, that they're risk takers, they're go-getters. There's the positive go-getter, but then there's a really sort of risk taker that is not safe to be with. In other words, they will do anything and everything and usually violate any sort of morals and standards to get what they want. And sometimes all they want is just to destroy somebody. As counterproductive as that seems, sometimes that is the goal. It is just to have a sense of dominance, a sense of control, and a sense of, taking up of whatever resources that prey has as a nutrient to their soul, because they are so empty within. They don't have a humanity driving them. They don't have a desire to do good. They don't have the desire to, live in a solution or have solutions for people. They're not driven by creating the happy house and home with the picket fence and should we get 2 dogs and 2 cats or just 1 dog and 1 cat. I mean, those aren't the questions that are running through their minds. They're literally looking at what can they nutritively take out of a relationship for themselves, because they feel so dark and evil and hollow within. Everything that they have presented is a mask. So it's been referred to as the fact that they're always on. So a female psychopath constantly is wearing a mask. What you see is not genuine. It's hard to fathom. It's hard for me to comprehend. But in my studies, being a psychology and English major, and having encountered this and worked with this population, experienced these types of people, and done quite a bit of study on it, it's a fact that you have to understand, become knowledgeable of, and really become educated of, and also serve to educate others, such as I'm doing here, so you can help them identify and prevent these issues from happening, because it's catastrophic. The female psychopath, as well as the male, but they are known for leaving a wake of destruction in their path, hurting the everyday normal guy, gal, etc. organization. They can split families up, they can split organizations up. They take much delight in seeing the death, destruction, and things crumble. They really get a chuckle, a tickle out of it. It really is what is motivating them, because they feel so empty within. They don't have any sort of positive good really pulling them into certain things that they love in their life. They don't really have any specific causes that they are really aligned to. And any causes that they are aligned to generally are done for a superficial, meaning outwardly appearance, purpose, rather than like, I really truly care about the environment, or I really, truly care about, helping children of child abuse. They're doing that as a facade, as a mask, and they're very adept at doing this. Their skills to do this are extremely advanced, more so than just the average population. Their ability to lie and deceive and con past even, things like lie detector tests. They're able to fool psychologists. They are extremely good at it. And that's not a positive good. It's to become aware of the fact that there's people who are that destructive and that motivated by harming others. And these are, some of the things that you need to become aware of when dealing with these people. So, the crazy making and things that are created are part of their operating behavior. And if you've been victimized by this, realize that it's nothing that you had done wrong. It's something you probably could have seen coming. It's just the fact that this is how these people operate. And this is, it's coming from a very empty and vacant space. And if you're to expose them, and you see that very chilling, cold, slithery side, I apologize for that, but, that is the real person, and you're not missing anything by letting them go. So I hope this identification helps. Please do share, and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.